Okay, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 3414. Today's date is 12th of May 2025. It's been almost like a night at 10:13 p.m. Okay, now we directly jump into the question. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Okay, yeah. Question is, how does the understanding of nature shape our view of technology? Okay, that's a really good question. Okay, first of all, where is this question came from? Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, I was actually watching The Demons of Leonardo. It's a web series based on Leonardo da Vinci. If you don't really know who is a Leonardo da Vinci, the same person who draw the world famous Mona Lisa painting. He is a really amazing person. Like he is not just a painter; he is a master of multiple things. While I was watching his shows, I was really influenced by his thought process. The way that Leonardo thinks was like amazing. I wanted to think like him, so I went to ChatGPT, asked that, "Ki suggest me such a question so that I would think like Leonardo da Vinci." And this is one of those questions. Now, question says, how does understanding of nature shape our view of technology? What exactly is this thing? Um, okay, yeah. So, like a nature is a kind of like a something a creator. Imagine this thing is a nature is a kind of like a something creator. Okay, yeah. Creator who create this world. Okay, yeah. And nature has a kind of like a something experience of billions of years of experience, billions of year of experience of creating this world. So we could learn lot of thing from it. Okay, yeah. How we could learn lot of thing from it? Okay, yeah. Okay, I don't know, but I'm gonna give you my personal experience regarding about stuff. Okay, yeah. Have you seen hummingbird? Yeah, like a hummingbird is a kind of like a something bird, very small bird. Okay, yeah. Which like a bird has a kind of like a something wing. Okay, yeah. Which is like a the movement of that wing is so faster, and because of the movement is so faster, the hummingbird is a kind of like a something hover and its own place for very long period of time, very stable, and it can move very quickly. Like the reflexes are really amazing. Okay, if you still not really understand, okay, yeah. It's a very hard to explain this thing in audio artifact, but you just have to go to YouTube. Okay, yeah. Search about how hummingbird. Okay, yeah. Hummingbird flying and things like that, and watch that video. Okay, yeah. You realize that the reflexes of hummingbird is so fast that it can kind of like a move from one position to another position, kind of like a something just robot, like a quick and fast. Okay, yeah. And this is what actually happened is because of the hummingbird is a kind of like a something very small. Okay, yeah, like probably almost like a couple of inches. That bird, it's a very small bird. Okay, yeah. And that's why it's kind of like a something so like am I like a wait now let me first let me first understand the things that I'm saying is exactly right or not. Wait, let me google it. HUMMING hummingbird. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So this is the kind of like a only bird. Alright, yeah. This is what kind of like a something I'm mentioning. Like this bird is a kind of like a only couple of inch. Okay, yeah. It's maybe 1 or 2 inch probably. No, 1 or 2 inch. No, it's kind of like a something less than your palm of your hand. Okay, yeah. It is small, but it is the movement is actually very fast. Okay, yeah. Now, I recently watched the movie named Dune. Okay, yeah. In this particular movie, they have kind of like a some aircraft. Okay, yeah, which is exactly look like hummingbird. Okay, yeah. And but it's a something that na ki like this is what kind of like a something the nature resonate with our technology. I don't know how do I supposed to explain this thing. It's kind of like in that particular movie that plane is also kind of like a something moving really fast and something like that. They actually kind of like are mention that they are actually inspired from the hummingbird. Okay, yeah. And this is what they kind of like somebody created. Okay, yeah. But it's in the movie now. It's in the movie. Okay, yeah. Why we are not creating this kind of like a somebody real thing, like why we are not kind of like a creating something really a plane which is act like a hummingbird, which has a kind of like a something higher reflexes. Well, we created. Okay, yeah. But it's not the way that you think it is. Okay, yeah. We have fighter plane. Okay, yeah. Like a fighter plane can move almost like a Mark 10. No, Mark 10 was too much. Mark 5, sorry, Mark 3 to Mark 5. Okay, yeah. Supersonic fighter plane. If you went to kind of like a something very extreme, then it went to almost like a 10 mark. Okay, what's a mark? A mark is a kind of like a something speed of sound. Okay, yeah. Like a one mark means almost like a 340 kilometer per hour. Okay, yeah. That is called one mark. So probably is this thing, if I'm gonna say this is the fighter plane can went to 4 mark. Okay, yeah, that means it can move almost like a 1200 kilometer per hour. Insane amount of speed, like a 1200 kilometer per hour means like that ki like basically you have to live in Bombay. Okay, yeah. Go to Delhi for breakfast, come to Bombay for dinner, go to Bangalore for kind of like eat the dosa and things like that, go to Kolkata for kind of like a something just had a newspaper and things like that, go to Chennai for kind of like a something idli and vada pav, sorry, idli. Okay, yeah. Come to Bombay for kind of like a something just vada pav. It's just like that. Now all those things is actually happened so fast. Like basically just like the travel distance from Bombay to Delhi is almost like a maybe just couple of minutes, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes. Not 2 or 3, it's too much. Like a 10 minute, less than a 10 minute. Well, this is what kind of like a something Mark 4 speed. Okay, yeah. And this is the Mark 4 is a like a 4 times speed than sound. Okay, like basically this fighter plane can move 4 times speed of sound. So this is really fast. Okay, yeah. So we build that thing. Okay, yeah. So this is what, and as also fighter plane has its own reflexes too. Okay, yeah. But it's not that much kind of like a simply quick reflexes. Means like that ki the hummingbird is kind of like a something how very fast reflexes. It is actually happen is because of that ki the hummingbird is a kind of like a something very small. Okay, it's a like just couple of inches. That bird is really small, so that's why it kind of like a move that fast. Okay, yeah. Also, we also have a kind of like somebody have a drone which is exactly that much small, which has that much reflexes, like a F1 drone. Sorry, F1 drone is too much. Okay, yeah. Like a DJI drone. Okay, yeah, you probably didn't really knew it. DJI drone is almost like a maybe couple of inches. That drone is really fast. Like the takeoff and landing and way that it moves is exactly like a hummingbird. Okay, yeah. Not exactly like a hummingbird, but somewhat almost like 80%. Like the way that that drone can move, it was like really fast. Okay, yeah. But still, because of the small drone, that means have a small carrying capacity of battery. That means small length cover. Like basically is this thing na ki if I created a drone which is almost like a maybe couple of inch, that my drone went maybe almost like a maybe 10 kilometer, probably 15 kilometer, most max to max. Because having less space means like that having less carrying capacity, having less carrying capacity means like that having less battery means less power. So that means that drone will not gonna move that much faster, or will not gonna move that much far distance. Okay, yeah. So for the longer journey, we are kind of like a rely on passenger plane, which is like a really big. That means that the reflexes is really not that much. Like the passenger plane A380 bus, sorry, Airbus A380 is not really have reflexes. Like basically the the turning radius of A380 is almost like a 10 kilometer or more than that. So, and as also it will take almost like a maybe 10 to 15 minutes to take U-turn. Okay, yeah. So basically the passenger vehicle, because the size, na dude. Okay, yeah. and that size is also kind of like something really essential because it was carrying not only 300 people but as also all those luxury item and everything. So yeah, this is what it is. Okay, yeah. But regarding about the hummingbird is a kind of like a creation of nature, and we are actually inspired and we created those aeroplane. Okay, not just from the hummingbird, we are kind of like simply utilize. But how does this thing work? Like basically, is this thing we are created aeroplane, and hummingbird has a wing, can move ups and downs. We don't really have a kind of like a plane which is have wings that can ups and downs. So how this work? Okay, so okay, it's a really like a we are kind of like a switch from hummingbird to eagle. Okay, yeah. Now imagine a eagle. Okay, yeah. Maybe eagle is a kind of like a some very perfect example for aeroplane might be. Okay, yeah. Let me tell you how. So eagle is a very big bird, almost like a 2-3 feet bird. Okay, yeah. If I'm kind of like a from point of perspective, if I'm kind of like a width point of perspective, it went almost like a 4 to 5 feet. Okay, yeah. Means when that bird can kind of like a spread his wing, and if we calculate that length, it might be almost like a 4 to 5 feet. So this is very long bird. Okay, yeah, eagle. Okay, yeah. Eagle is kind of like a simply fly very high altitude. Okay, like basically all those hummingbird and small birds will not gonna go that much high because of the kind of like a very small shape and very less weight, so they might gonna throw out by the wind, so they are not going that much height. But eagle is a kind of like a big bird, as also it has also weight. So basically it's flying almost like a maybe 200 feet above, 200 or 300 feet above it can fly. Eagle mostly. Now how does eagle fly? Okay, so basically eagle is kind of like utilizing his own shape because of this bird is like a really big, and when he spread his wing, it can cover almost like a 4 to 5 feet of areas, 4 to 5 feet square area. So basically because of this thing, that bird is not kind of like a suddenly swinging his wings so much faster, nothing really at all. He just kind of like a suddenly just expand his wing and let the air flow. So how does air is actually flow inside the wings? So basically it's kind of like a something. Now how am I supposed to explain? Have you ever swim? Okay, have you ever went to swimming? Swimming is a kind of like a something. Okay, let me tell you one thing, what is actually swimming. Okay, yeah. Like, I'm actually explaining this swimming, no, nothing at all. um okay, so when you try to swim, okay, if you didn't really swim, then probably you might not understand, but the person who did swim, they might gonna understand. Okay, so the people who kind of like a swim when they went underground, okay, yeah, their entire body is a kind of like a simply act as a aerodynamic. Okay, yeah. And because of they are act like a aerodynamic, they are kind of like a create a movement so that they can move forward. Okay, yeah. Means like that ki if they wanted to move forward, they have to be kind of like a create a very narrow space so that it would kind of like a water will pass through by the side, and it can kind of like a simply go forward. Okay, yeah. So this is what kind of like a simply swimmer do. Okay, yeah, to move forward. Like a example is this thing, if I kind of like a simply put something, a plywood or anything in front of me, and if I'm trying to putting so much hard work, the resistance will too much because the cross section area of that plywood is kind of like a simply resisting you to go forward. Okay, yeah. So this is why most of the swimmer are kind of like have a swimming kind of like a something that ki slim body. Okay, yeah, so that it can kind of like simply cross through that particular water very easily. Okay, yeah. This is exactly happen in the water, in the air too. Okay, yeah. Because in the swimming, water is a medium, in the air is a medium. Okay, yeah. Means like that when the eagle is kind of like a spread the wing, that means the cross section area is too much, so basically it kind of like a how little less speed to fall. Like basically is this thing na ki gravity is also act on the eagle too, but because of that ki eagle is kind of like a very high altitude, means like that 400 feet away from the surface, and basically it's spreading the wing, so that's why it kind of like a create the cross section area, and that's why he was kind of like a something reduce the falling speed. Okay, yeah, and it can control that speed so that when it kind of like simply move and things like that, like a parachute or paraglider. Okay, yeah, like a paraglider do the same thing, like basically they have kind of like some wingsuit which act exactly like that, like these are kind of like a paraglider who has a kind of like a something suit which is exactly act as a wing, and they are kind of like expand the cross section area so that they would kind of like simply maneuver their body and reduce the falling speed. Okay, yeah, and they will control that speed and they will control the movement of their body, and it's kind of like something giving the experience as a flying, but from point of perspective they are just falling down. Okay, yeah, they are just falling down, but kind of like something very smooth. So this is what it is. Okay, yeah, so aeroplane is also act like that. Okay, yeah, because the aeroplane are kind of like a very big wings. These are wings are kind of like a simply help to maneuver themselves. Okay, yeah, maneuver themselves to kind of like a something to landing and kind of like a take off. How? Okay, so basically is this thing ki the wings in the aeroplane, they are not helping them to fly. No, nothing at all. Okay, yeah, like basically in the eagle, they are the wings are kind of like a something very essential thing for fly. Okay, yeah, but in our aeroplane, the wings in the aeroplane, they are not kind of like doing anything for flying, nothing really at all. They are just stay there. Okay, yeah, engine like a jet engine is a kind of like a something help them to kind of like a gain the boost. Okay, yeah, and when they gain the boost, these wings are kind of like a something maneuver themselves in the air. Okay, yeah, because the cross section area and things like that, it can maneuver themselves and say that so that they would glide in the air. Okay, yeah, it's very hard to explain, but you will easily understand when you see this thing, like how like probably you knew that how does aeroplane is actually look like that and why it is wing for that. So this is what exactly is this thing. So basically is this thing na ki birds are kind of like a something the creation of nature, and we are inspired from them and we created the aeroplane and things like that. Okay, yeah. Also another thing, there are so many nature things that we are kind of like a simply teach us. Okay, what are those? um Wait, what are those, like there are a couple of things maybe, but hexagon shape, like the bees, the bees are kind of like a something living in hexagonal shape. It is also kind of like a something little bit kind of like a something, I don't know how do I supposed to explain this thing. Okay, yeah, but I think that na, like you probably seen this thing, like a bees has a kind of like a something hexagonal, like a hexagonal home shape probably, and they are living in there. It's a kind of like a simply a pattern which is like a look really incredible. Another thing is that ki they are kind of like a consuming very less space to live in very small area, and somewhat they are kind of like a something helping to architecture somehow, but I don't really see any kind of like a something architecture which is inspired from being, but yeah, it's somewhat kind of like a look really good. Okay, yeah. Then another thing is that ki probably like a biomimicry, I don't know, like what's a biomimicry. A biomimicry means like that, mimicry means like that copy. Okay, we are actually uh, copying from nature. Okay, yeah, bio means nature, mimicry means copy. Okay, yeah, so what are kind of like a things that we are copy. Okay, aeroplane that I already mentioned, which is kind of like a some inspiration from the bird. Okay, yeah. Another thing is that ki um, um, there are so many things. Okay, yeah, still like as a human, as we are human, we don't know some of them, some of most of those things. Okay, yeah, but okay, yeah, there is a one thing that I wanted to point out. Okay, yeah. um, Nature is a creator. Okay, yeah, and basically when the nature is actually create anything, like a plants and trees and the soil and the mountains and the rivers and everything, they will not gonna waste like they didn't really kind of like a throw out anything at all. Like a basically this thing na ki example. Okay, yeah. So if I create a kind, if I wanted to create any kind of like a simply candle, okay, yeah, what do I need? I need a wax, okay, yeah. Then I need a kind of like a something a sculpture to that. I would pour wax, a molten wax into that sculpture so that that sculpture will create the shape of that wax, okay, yeah, right. So I did that. Then after that I throw that sculpture, like basically that sculpture, that hollow sculpture doesn't really need it, so I just throw it down, okay, yeah. And then we have kind of like a product, and this is kind of like a something, the sculpture is a kind of like a something non-essential thing, so we throw down. Like this kind of like a something, the example that I wanted to try to explain this thing, that key whatever the stuff that we make, we are kind of like a throwing it down. Like basically the water, we don't really need it in the thermal power plant or any kind of like a power plant, we throw them out, okay, yeah. As also like any factory, we really require raw material, we utilize that raw material, and some of the material we are kind of like somebody not using it, so we are throwing it down, okay, yeah. So basically nature is also kind of like a creating, we are also as a human, we are also try to create things, okay, yeah. But the nature is a kind of like a something is this thing, nature is not throw anything at all, okay, yeah. Whatever it create, it kind of like a something magnificent. And another thing is that ki it can like a nature is kind of like a something recycle everything. Yeah, everything is actually recycled, it didn't really went like a like okay, it's a very hard to explain, okay, yeah. um millions of year ago, okay, yeah, Middle East is actually flourished with a lot of green lush, okay, yeah. Millions of year ago means like that, yeah, I'm talking about the Pangea, okay, yeah. Like a Pangea is a kind of like a some first continent. And like am I Pangea na, yeah, Pangea, okay, yeah. So in that particular area, all those continent are kind of like a stay intact, okay. Means like that at this time we are actually seeing Asia, Africa, Antarctica are far away from each other, but billions of year ago, they are kind of like a something, a single continent, that is called Pangea, okay, yeah. Pangea at that time, it was kind of like a lush green, like everything is lush green. Specifically, Middle East part of area. That time it was kind of like a something so much lush green and everything. Okay, yeah. Then what happened? The earthquake and everything is actually happened. The tectonic plates are shifted away. Okay, yeah. When they shifted away, the continents is actually formed. Europe, Asia, Africa, North, South America, Antarctica. Okay, yeah. During this process, during this kind of like assembly, billions of years of process, the whatever the inside the surface, whatever on the surface, they went down. Okay, yeah, means like that all the trees and everything, they went down. Okay, yeah, went down means like that ki they kind of like a something like a, just earthquake happened, and because of the earthquake, the both the tectonic plate are merged together, and when they merge together, they are kind of like a something whatever on the surface, they are a kind of like a fall down, and they are kind of like a they went inside that tectonic plate. Okay, yeah, very deep. Okay, yeah. Inside our core is actually very hot molten lava. Because of this hot molten lava, all those plants and everything, every species at that time on the kind of like somebody on that time, everything is kind of like a cooked up inside it. Okay, yeah. Now after the millions of year, we are kind of like a dig a hole in Middle East, and we found a lot of petrol and natural gases. These are the petrol and natural gases are kind of like a somethingly the product that millions of year ago, those trees are became that natural gases and natural oil and things like that. Like basically everything was on that time is what it was kind of like a went inside that then it's kind of like a somebody cooked up. I don't know how this thing is actually happened, like after the millions of billions of year, after all those plants and everything, animal is kind of like a went inside and then cooked up by the lava and things like that. Okay, lot of chemical processes actually happen over them. And then after that, like after we kind of like dig the hole and we found the natural gases, and these are the natural gases that actually came from the billions of year ago, those are the trees what exist over there. So this is what it is. Okay, yeah. This is what kind of like a simply nature is a kind of like a something recycle things. Okay, yeah. Like a whatever kind of like a simply stuff that we are created on the surface, after kind of like a simply couple of year after, because of the earthquake and tectonic plate shiftment, tectonic plate movement shiftment, everything is kind of like a went inside, and then after a couple of year, natural gases will gonna form. So this is what kind of like only we have to be understand that ki if we wanted to create something, there are some certain thing we are kind of like a throw it down or waste it. We just have to utilize that thing to kind of like a something for longer purposes, we are also kind of like a something utilize that thing. Okay, um compost fertilizer. I don't know, are you realize this thing or not? Okay, so what's a compost fertilizer? We actually call that as a compost khat. Okay, like in my in like a in my माझ्या मामाजीच्या घरी आहे हे. Okay, yeah, in my mama's home we have this compost thing. Okay, what's a compost thing? Okay, so basically it is kind of like something exactly like a basically what is earth do, but in small form. Okay, means like that ki uh, at my mama's village we have these cows and buffaloes and things like that. Okay, these cows are kind of like a something putting the shit, and we are kind of like a collecting that shit. Okay, and collecting that shit and kind of like a store at a kind of like a something container. Okay, now also we put some sort of vegetable or kind of like a something that ki a pale bhaja. Okay, we are not using those pale bhaja, we are kind of like a put that pale bhaja into that thing. Okay, we put all those things like a basically cow shit, and then all those wastage vegetable, we kind of like a simply put that thing, and we kind of like a simply just close that mouth. Okay, uh, after a couple of week, like a earthworm is actually created inside that thing. Okay, that earthworm is a kind of like a something created that everything in a fertilizer. This is kind of like a natural fertilizer which is really essential for kind of like a for farming and stuff like that. So I don't know how it kind of like something happened, but like a combination of kind of like a something cow's shit, we call that shane. Okay, and then vegetables like a palak, a mooli, gajar, everything. Okay, like a mix up everything together. Okay, uh, close the hatch for almost like a 1 or 2 week. Okay, and after the 1 or 2 week, you just have to utilize this thing as a natural biogas probably, or we could use as kind of like a simply fertilizer too, because in somewhat that cow's shit is also kind of like a something has little bit of methane inside this thing, and there is a lot of chemical process actually happen. I'm not really sure what is exactly that, but lot of chemical thing is actually happen, and because of this thing that natural gas is kind of like a somebody created. I'm not really sure how that created, but yeah. Okay, and it is kind of like a somebody very good fertilizer for farming and stuff like that. So yeah, so regarding about the nature are teaching us, and are we learning from it? Yeah, we are learning from lot of it. Like we are understanding about the nature shapes to how does our technologies actually improve regarding about utilizing the nature works. Okay, uh, there are so many examples, by the way. Biomimicry is also one of them, as I already mentioned. Wings and the plane. Okay, hummingbird. Yeah, also really. But still, now, humans are didn't really achieve the that kind of like something excellence level, so that we would be kind of like a something called as a know nothing at all. We are still improvising, improving. Lot of things are kind of like something we don't really understand, and we are trying to figure it out, because nature is kind of like a creating his own stuff from billions of year ago. Okay, yeah. If we went away from the earth, like if we went to the space, then in there there is kind of like a something another picture is actually happened, because like they have kind of like a creating this entire universe for almost like a trillions of year. So it is lot of thing. Okay, lot of thing we have to be learn. So we are learning this thing. Okay, and we are utilizing our uh, nature teaching us, probably. I don't know how am I explaining this thing right or not, but yeah, this is what it is. Okay, but still, as I mentioned earlier, sorry, one thing I wanted to mention, ki human is also kind of like a some species that can make mistakes too. Okay, yeah. And because of our mistakes, nature is kind of like a something, it impact on nature, like a pollution, air pollution, water pollution. There are so many pollution that we are created because of the industrial revolution and stuff like that. I know it's really harmful for nature and things like that. Okay, yeah. And but we are improvising, we are human, we meant to do mistakes and we learn from that mistakes, and that is called as a kind of like a simply human. Okay, yeah. I'm not really sure that nature does mistake or not. Okay, yeah. At some certain point nature do a mistake, but probably I don't really have that kind of like a somebody intelligence level so that I would understand the mistake of nature. Okay, yeah. But yeah, like as compared to the human, I also human. Okay, yeah. And I understand that ki human are meant to be evolved, and yeah, we are kind of like somebody evolving, we are trying to figure it out things, and during this process we do kind of like do a lot of stuff that not supposed to write, but we understand that and we try to figure it out as much as good as possible as we can. So yeah, all right. So this is all those things that we learn from the nature, that we understand from the nature and stuff like that, to help our technology as much as better that we can. All right, yeah. There is also another thing that I wanted to talk about. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a kind of like a thing that we wanted to kind of like something craft. Okay, yeah. What's a photosynthesis? A photosynthesis means like that ki nature is actually created. Sorry, the trees are actually creating uh, it its own food by itself. Okay, yeah. And we are kind of like a living on that, like a basically everything, like a things that we eat, the meat and everything is actually based on this photosynthesis process. Okay, yeah. um we are not master in that particular craft. Okay, we don't know, like we don't know how do we supposed to utilize our technology to use this photosynthesis for kind of like a create our own food. We don't really have that kind of like technology at this moment, but in the future we might gonna have that thing, because in the photosynthesis process the trees are using sunlight and the waters and soil to kind of like create the food. We are kind of like creating such a technology that would kind of like create our food by itself by utilizing the sun and things like that. But still it's a very long way to go, but we will gonna figure it out, and this is kind of like a something a way that I might gonna say we are try to do biomimicry or understand from the nature and stuff like that, probably. All right, so this is it. This then future is really great. Thank you.